What's going on, all you mystery seekers? Welcome back to another Weekday Weird. I'm Matt.
I'm Greg.
And today we are talking about a breaking news story.
It's not breaking.
It's breaking.
It's not.
It's brand new. It's breaking.
Nope.
Scientists say your mind isn't confined to your brain or even your body.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna be.
Well, without further ado, let's dig in.
We're gonna be digging in, as like Mike likes to say.
Get the hell out.
Get the hell out. Here we go. We're jumping in. But before we jump into this episode,
you want to travel up Transylvania or Pennsylvania? You could go to Pennsylvania.
You could. It's not very far from us.
No. You want to travel up California coastline?
You can.
Check out the Transylvania Traveler book.
Yep, and it'll give you all the monster guide to your travels.
They're doing Pac-Man next week on their show, so check it out. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Podcasts.
It is. It's on pretty much every platform.
You can go to jackalanternpress.com or you call in their fucking pumpkin hotline. The pumpkin patch.
Call
323-761-0276.
That's not going to be confused with our number, 732-660-8893.
You know what? Let's call them up right now.
Should we call up the pumpkin hotline?
I'm going to call up the pumpkin hotline.
There's been a lot of feedback. Put the phone down a little bit. All right. I like this.
Greg.
You just said Greg? You should have gave a fake name.
We're getting connected.
We're getting connected to our sponsor of the show, Jack-O-Lantern Press. You could use the hashtag jackalanternpress.com.
You know, you go in there to Shopify, you purchase the book, you put in Stay Spooky. If the code doesn't work, you call them and leave them a message.
Yeah, they should have a code for us, Stay Spooky. Gets you 25% off the purchase of their next book. Their next book they're actually working on, it's called Halloween Troubles.
Thank you for calling Jack-O-Lantern Press. If you've reached this recording, then UFOs are landing.
I love it. Dude, we have to get a better voice message. That was on my list. Look at that. That's number one on my list. New voicemail with Greg. They're so much more professional than us.
They are.
Look at that. There's so much. They're more produced, classier.
What's their next book called?
What's their what?
Next book called?
I was kidding about their book. I don't even think they're making a new book.
Oh, they're making another book.
Well, we'll try to. Transylvania Travel. There should be a travel guide.
Welcome to the pumpkin patch.
Are you going to say that in the thing? This is a long intro. I don't think people are going to like this.
Hi, my name is Greg. I want to know when your next book is coming out.
Called Halloween Troubles?
Called Halloween Troubles, The Trouble of Halloween. Sponsored by Nightmare 365, guys. Can you please give me a call back? Thanks.
And use the hashtag code to save 25% off.
Stay spooky.
Stay spooky. So yeah, they are the sponsor of the show. Make sure to check them out at jackalanternpress.com.
JPL.
Get their book on Amazon, which Greg doesn't support Amazon anymore. But anyway.
F Amazon.
We're going to be digging into today's episode.
Is your mind your body? Is your body your mind? Or is your mind outside of your body?
Dude, I thought this was an interesting topic. That scientists say your mind isn't confined to your body or even your brain or your body.
Well, I mean, I don't think it is.
So think about that, dude. That answers a lot of questions. If scientists are leaning towards this way, this explains stuff after death, why we see ghosts maybe, because our energy, our brain, our soul, whatever you want to say, even like the 21 grams, remember that big thing that we talked about?
21 Jump Street?
Yeah, 21 Jump Street over right next to
Stay Spooky.
Yeah, Morford Road. But anyway, I think this can answer a lot of questions.
Well, I mean, if you really think about it, if you break it down to its simplest terms, right?
Greg's breaking it down for us today.
Think about a place where you love to go.
This is my happy place right here.
No, think about another place where you love to go.
This is my happy place.
Think about a place.
All right, Gettysburg.
All right, can you picture Gettysburg?
Yes, I can.
Can you picture yourself there?
Yes, I can.
So it's not confined to your body. That's the simplest way to put it. If you think about a place,
you just blew my mind.
I'm just saying.
You blew my mind right now.
If you close your eyes, think about a place where you love to go, or like you have fond memories of.
You know where I love to go to? The Spy House.
And you can picture yourself walking around there.
Yeah, but
so it's not really confined to your body.
all right, that's your mind, I guess you would say, in Greg's simplest terms.
That's the simplest
But
terms.
Wouldn't you say this? I almost look at it as far as technology goes. It's hardware, right? We have a
Sure.
hard drive. I have a hard drive that's filled with all this memory.
Yeah, your soul and stuff.
And
yeah.
I'm, like getting all these gigabytes taken up from apps, from documents, all this stuff, like pictures, people you were with.
Well, without further
memories,
ado, let's
smells.
dig in.
We're just digging in.
Think about that too, like right when you hear their voice and you think about, oh, that's the Jack-O-Lantern Press guys.
I think about him in the clown suit.
Think that was good for the Halloween episode. But think about this too, like as far as music. When you hear a certain song, does it take you back to a certain time period?
Yeah, some of them do, and some of them I can picture exactly where I was.
Like
So-
Tom Petty always reminds me of driving up to Maine.
Yeah, I
And
picture the toll booth right after New Hampshire getting into Maine.
yeah, it always just reminds me of that. Like
Yeah.
certain songs, I'm like, shit, I remember that day. And you almost, it's weird.
Red Hot Chili Peppers, Jay's convertible, BMW.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
I mean, I remember
you
when
remember
he-
him like loaning you his car.
Yeah, that was some of the greatest things I enjoyed in life. I had like this old beat up Saturn, and then he had this old BMW convertible. And
Yeah,
he's
I
like,
remember driving around in it.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going away for a few days. You want to borrow the car? He's like, can I just take your car to the airport? I remember when he went to the airport, I got like tickets in the mail. I guess because it didn't have Easy Pass, but he thought he had his Easy Pass or
That's
something.
phenomenal.
And we got a whole thing. Mom's like, what the hell's all these tickets? Where are you going? I was like, that's when Jay, took my car. But
Yeah, I remember driving around through Red Hot Chili Peppers blasting.
I mean, I remember taking his car and driving a lot. I don't remember like that Red Hot Chili Peppers doesn't trigger that in my mind.
Yeah.
But see, like that's what I think it's fascinating. We don't know anything about it. We don't know what happens really when we die. Some people say they do, but there's always conflicting reports.
light. Go to the light.
Yeah, but is that when you're laying on the table and you're looking up and all you see is light and it slowly starts to dim?
I mean, hey,
That's like when you go to bed, you still see that. Like if you look at the light,
Yeah.
and then you go to bed, you still kind of see it when you're closing your eyes.
when I close my eyes, I see the Jack-O-Lantern Press book cover of their Halloween book,
Their Halloween book.
and it's Mike Piccarello in a clown suit.
That's funny. What about Tom? He was a fan. He was a Nightmare 365 fan.
He was a super fan.
He was a super fan.
Bom, 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 super
love it.
fan.
But do you
If
think
you want to support the show, go to YouTube, hit subscribe, or you can find us on Rumble now.
you're going to promote the shit out of this?
Rumble and YouTube.
Rumble and YouTube. Yeah, I got to explore this Rumble a little bit more because I'm new to this. But do you think
That's a Pac-Man sound.
what other songs or smells? Do you get smells a lot? Like when you smell something?
No, but I remember like when I was younger, like I would smell grandma in the room in the old podcast studio.
Yeah, and I mean, you have some stories, ghostly sightings, supposedly.
Yeah.
You never told me about that. I had to learn about that shit
Smells, I
from Mom.
don't know. I mean, not really smells, but hearing things or your memory gets jogged and then you go right to there. Same with like dreams, man. You can have very, very, very vivid dreams.
Well, the thing too, like I think about is if it truly is like an external hardware, right? Or we have some type of hard drive in our brains that, they say we have, or say, I guess you think about it as a phone, right? If we have so many gigabytes on a phone and then you start using these memories and then, or you learn new information, other ones get deleted.
Sure.
So how much memory do we still have?
I don't know.
Like, can anybody remember when they were like babies, like 2 years old? Like, what's the earliest memory you have? But they should still be there, right?
I mean, I have a couple.
Is it a different life?
I don't think you can.
Do we go through different stages of life and then it just ends? Like our memory just ends?
Like I have some vivid memories of when we lived in the old house.
Yeah.
And I was in kindergarten, first grade. So how old am I?
Well, we moved into the other
1992?
one. Yeah, 93. So you were in, I think,
Yeah. So
first
let's say
and second grade.
Let's say when I was 4, probably like 3, 4. Those are my earliest memories.
I'm trying to remember how early I remember because I don't think I remember.
Just dad picking up the mini bike and hauling ass. And
Well, I do remember that, but that was much later. But I don't remember. I guess before you were born, because we're 3 months, or 3 years, 9 months difference.
Mhm.
I don't think I remember vividly before you got into the picture. Like, I don't remember that time, you know? So that's what I want to know.
You don't remember like playing with the Ghostbuster slime?
Yeah, but you were around for that. So you have a
saying.
memory of that too. That's what I don't remember. Like when I'm trying to think of my earliest memory,
Just
I don't
dad
remember
tying me
that
off
before.
to the roof,
Yeah, I do remember that. But
drinking beer with him.
what about this thing? Do you think in the future we'll be able to tie in or tap into like almost, you know, like taking a DVD and popping it in? Like,
That would
do you
be
think
cool.
we could hit like some type of button? Like, you know, I wanted the dump button, you know, to tell me when I'm full.
Oh, God.
You know, like if I'm out, I'm ready to go travel for like 3 hours. I want to like empty it all out. But do you think we'll ever be able to hit a button like you just did on our board and bring up a memory, say from like 1983?
No,
You know,
no.
you don't think we'll be able to? They'll never have that technology.
I mean, maybe they will.
Just
'cause
look at how
maybe,
much technology
maybe
has
parents can
grown.
implant stuff like in their child or
Now
kid.
we're
now,
going to implant kids. You're
well,
gonna
like,
implant
dude,
your kid?
you can make your kid's hair color anything you want now. You can, you know.
Oh, so you're going to do that?
No, I'm just telling you, you can. I'm sure that in 10 years, 20 years time, there's no telling what they'll have.
Yeah, I
Jack
find that
Lantern Press's third book is going to be about that. AI.
that would be funny.
There's definitely some neat things in here.
Of course, there's always neat things in the Jack o' Lantern Press, but my thing is, I would love to have that button.
I would.
Because you wouldn't want to have that button. You
No,
wouldn't
man.
want to go back to like a time where you could say like, oh, I remember that.
No, we have too much technology now. I think I would like to go back to a simpler time.
Really?
Like, yeah.
So why don't you get rid of your phone?
No, because I need it for work.
See, there's always like that's the thing. You're like, oh, I want to go back to a simpler time.
But I only have one TV in the house.
Yeah, until you have 3 or 4.
No.
I only have 3.
Oh, I only have 3.
Well, I don't keep anything up in the bedrooms. Like once I go
Yeah.
to sleep, I want to go to bed. Like
Yeah.
I don't need to have like TV on and then go to bed and then have TV on and then like, no. It's too much. Well, that's why I try to read a lot more. I read, but I do like technology, and I am a big hypocrite, and I contradict myself too, because it's like, oh, I always say vote with your dollar, but yet I go out and buy some new products, like Benjamin Franklin.
He went out and voted.
Voted for what? New technology?
Yeah, look, he wanted a new cane.
And he got one.
We got new wooden
See,
teeth.
he was all about technology. He was all about advancing technology and people and understanding. Why don't we have that?
I don't know, man.
Greg, I don't think you're too deep. Like, see, this is something that I think about a lot. You don't.
No, I really don't.
I really don't. But what about death? All right, let's. You love talking about death. So
It's crazy.
after we go, what do you think happens then with the mind? If it's not part of our body and it's not really part of our brain,
I think you get implanted into somebody else.
you really honestly believe that?
Yeah, like reincarnation.
Then how come we don't have any memory of that? If our brain isn't really a part of us, and then
I think you do. You just don't know it.
so. Do you think?
You like sometimes you have memories or like fears. Like, why do you fear certain things? You think? I think because like you probably died that way in the past.
I don't know, because they have linked it, and that was another cool study which I've read, where they've linked it even in rats, where they did a study. You know, like your father or mother were shocked to death when they had chocolate, say,
Okay.
right, in the rats. And then like the rat that was born from them would come back, and then they would have a fear of fucking chocolate. I don't know why I picked chocolate, but I'm just saying.
Chocolate.
Like to eat it. And then it was like, fuck, I'm not going near chocolate, because they have a fear. But then again, how do you equate it to, if that's the case, where I know our DNA is different, but we're brothers, we're 3 years, 9 months apart. Why do you have certain fears that I don't, or vice versa?
I have zero fears.
Yeah, you have tons of fears.
Zero.
And I won't out them on here because
Zero
they're pretty
fears.
embarrassing.
Zero fears.
But you have tons of fears.
Zero.
Everybody has fears.
I'm sure they do.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, why don't we have this similar fears? Yeah, I have a fear of that too.
I don't know.
You know what I've been getting really creeped out more the older I get?
What?
Just being, I'm afraid of like, not noises in general, but like, I don't know why I got that look.
Noises.
No, but you ever be home alone
Yeah.
and then do the girl scream on the board again, right? If you were home alone and heard that,
I would look outside. What's going on?
no, but like you heard it inside your house.
I don't think that would ever happen unless
But I'm
your house
saying
is haunted.
if that's exactly it.
Is
That's-
this house haunted?
It could be. I think so.
Oh God.
It might be. No, we've been over here a year now, and I haven't experienced anything. It would be cool if we did, but I have never experienced anything.
Something threw him down, dude.
That's a good episode.
Dude, run!
You haven't watched that episode. You said you're going to watch that. You
I
said
love
you're gonna
that
watch
show.
Fire in the Sky. You still haven't watched it.
I love that show.
I'm trying my hardest to get somebody on, and I think I'm really close.
Good.
Like, I think 87% close. Would you like to have that conversation?
Yes, I would.
Would you really like ask her some intense questions?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
She's a nice girl. She said she feels awkward coming on the show
Why?
just because like she feels awkward in general. And I said it's just talking. We just have a camera in here. We're talking behind this desk. We talk all the time.
Yeah.
And she's known us for a long time. So I think that would be kind of a good thing. And we've never did an episode like this, but I feel what I'm talking about is like ghost hunters. There's connections between
Ghost
the ghost
hunters.
hunters, the original ghost hunters, and their show.
Yeah, it's
From what? When did they? 2003, 2004?
2004, yeah, 16
When
years
we
ago.
met them. But we have connections to the original
MySpace was a
ghost-
thing back then.
it was a thing. But we have connections between that and somebody, one of our good friends we know. And see, this is the thing where I don't want to be like that.
Dude, it's been 16 years. You're not that guy, so let's move past this.
What, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about like me, but I don't want to be the person that, wants that like clickbait or something. Like I'm bashing somebody. I'm not like out here to bash people, but I just want to give like a true story and a true account. Because I like stories like that.
Of their...
Like even when the guys, Mike and Tom, talk about like their childhood memories of like Halloween, I get excited for that. So I don't know if other people get excited for, certain things like that happened to us, in 2004 when we met the crew.
We talked to him for a long time.
I really wanted, I mean, I always said this too when we first started the podcast. I wanted to have Donna on. I wonder if we could find Donna from the original Ghost Hunters because she was on a show where she talked about, some things that went on behind the scenes that we never even knew
I
of.
mean, I'm sure like anything with reality TV.
Reality TV.
And that was like kind of new back then. Mike Rowe was like one of the first ones to do like reality TV with Dirty Jobs.
Yeah, he was.
And then like Ghost Hunters came along.
Yeah, and that was because I remember vividly like just standing at their line, and I know we talked about this before, and nobody was there.
Nope.
I mean,
Lou Ferrigno was not happy we were taking pictures.
Lou Ferrigno was pissed at you,
Yeah, he was.
real pissed. At
Yo,
you.
Lou, what's up, man?
We kept yelling at him, taking pictures.
Lou!
He kept telling us to buy us thing. We're like, nah.
We don't like you, Lou. Go yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that,
Yeah, you're trying to make money, but come on.
but yeah, it's like, dude, I just want a picture, and you're like, this is how. But that's how they make their money still.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
So it's weird.
He had a long line.
Yeah, a lot of people.
No!
A lot of people lined up for him. There was a lot of people from the Halloween movies there too, as well.
Yeah.
But we were just interested in.
I
want to
meet Smirnoff.
You do love him. I have the calendar that I recently bought. Stranger Things.
Is he one of them?
85.
Yeah.
It's from like the third season.
Is he one of them?
Yeah, he's next month.
Okay.
You could look at it before you leave.
Smirnoff.
Yeah. So you think this whole theory is like, you were wishy-washy about it.
Yeah, I think
You were very wishy-washy.
Yeah, but I think your mind is endless. It's only confined to the things you have, are open to.
So then why can't we use more of our brain then?
People do. Look at Scotty the NJ Medium.
That is true. We have to ask him about that and see if he feels like he's connected in that power in his brain. I don't know. We have to get him on soon. We're going to definitely talk to him and a couple other people. Don't mess up my Benjamin Franklin bobblehead.
Benjamin Franklin.
Greg, again, break shit.
Next week's episode, Buddy the Bison versus Benjamin Franklin.
Oh, God. I don't even want to know. All right, let's wrap this up because you're getting insane. I think you need some food or something.
Buddy the Bison.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Visit nightmare365.com for all of our contact information. Give us a call if you have a story, suggestion for an episode, 732-660-8893. And if you like shows like this, we have more of it. That's the best way to support us is at our Patreon page. Check out the different tiers and make sure to subscribe to us on our Facebook page. It would really help us. YouTube. And give us a rating review wherever you're listening to this podcast so it gets out to more people. And it gets us excited when we read these. So thank you for tuning in and keep it spooky.
Stay spooky. Tune in every Wednesday for Weekday Weird. The unexplained, unsolved, and bone-chilling tales.